Hey friends, Mindy here with some encouragement for those of you out there that are having a hard time keeping up with the pace of life or having a hard time maybe knowing what your next step is. This is about dancing with the Lord. If you're going to dance, it's important to know the steps. It's important to hear the rhythm. And we're going to talk about what that looks like when it comes to our daily lives. Dancing is a passion of mine. I absolutely have loved to dance since I was really little. Still do love to do it today, any chance that I can get. I've learned everything from lyrical and jazz to hip hop and ballet and partner dancing, ballroom dancing, all of the above, and I love it all. But what's interesting is just the past couple years, the Lord's been teaching me how to dance with Him and what that looks like in my daily life. And it's changed everything about what my days look like. And so I want to encourage those of you. Maybe you've been stressed out because you're trying to keep up with a pace that you're not created for. Or maybe you've been stressing over a decision and you're not sure how to make this decision. You need to know what the next step is. This is for you. 3 points on how to dance with the Lord. Point number 1 is this: listen for the rhythm. It's important when you're doing a dance to stop and listen for the rhythm of the song and to dance according to the rhythm and not to your own rhythm in your head and not even to the lyrics. Oftentimes we want to dance to the lyric, but when you're dancing, it's important to hear the rhythm and to dance according to it. And God has created you for certain rhythms in life. One of those rhythms is to take a rest every 6 days. You work for 6, you rest on the 7th. And whether that be on Sunday or a different day of the week, it's important to get that rest time because that's how you were created. So if you've been stressed out, if you've been having a hard time keeping up, if you're overwhelmed by your life, even though it's amazing, maybe it's simply because you haven't began to live in the rhythm that God's created you for. You know, we read about Jesus and all the miracles he did and all the traveling he did, and we're like, wow, he did a lot in that 3 years of ministry. But if you read carefully, you see oftentimes he got away to be alone. He got away to pray, sometimes for hours, sometimes for all through the night, he would be alone. And so self-care is important, rest is important, time alone with God is important. It's important to listen to the rhythm and dance according to the rhythm that the Lord has created you for. Secondly, we need to learn to follow his lead. My control freaks out there, this one is for you. Often we want to be in control of our life, right? Especially us independent folk, us driven folk. We want to be in control. We want to do our steps and take our steps to our successes and victories and whatever. And I am that way also. In fact, when dancing, sometimes Justin and I will struggle because I'll want to lead and he should be leading. And when we both try to lead, listen up, when we both try to lead, it doesn't look like a dance. It looks like a fight in motion. It doesn't work. And it's the same with our daily lives. If you're trying to lead and God's trying to lead you, it's just going to be a struggle. And here's how you listen. Here's how you follow someone's lead. You feel the nudge and you lean into it. When Justin's leading me, say we're doing like a waltz or something. We don't do very often, but we did learn it one time. It's important to feel where he's pulling me towards so that I can follow that lead. And I just kind of lean into wherever I feel him pulling. And when the Lord is tugging on you, that little nudge, he's not going to force you. The Holy Spirit is a gentleman. He's not going to force you into that next step, but you'll feel a nudge, and I encourage you to follow it. Follow the lead. And thirdly and lastly, leap with faith. It requires faith to live the life that God has called you to. And if your life right now does not require some sort of faith to live it, then there is more in store for you. You know the Dirty Dancing lift that with Patrick Swayze, and he lifts her up and she goes out like this. Justin and I mastered that. It took a long time to figure out how to do that. And here was the problem. Every time I would jump, I would only give it a little bit because I would get scared. And every time I got scared that I would fall, I would fall. It required a huge jump and a stretching out of my arms and totally trusting that he could hold me up. What does this mean for you and I? God is sitting there like this, like, come on, I got you. Come on, I got you. And maybe we give a little bit of a jump and we're like, oh, I don't know. And we fall. And we wonder why we keep falling. And he's saying, no, I need you to give 100%. Give your best jump. Stretch your arms out real wide and trust that I can hold you up. Our lives require faith in God. Dancing with the Lord requires faith. In fact, leaps of faith at times. I hope that encourages you today in your daily walk with the Lord in your everyday life. I hope that you will learn to listen for the rhythm and follow it, to let him do the leading, and to leap with faith. This has been an encouragement to you. I encourage you to share it with others, and I look forward to talking or seeing you all soon. God bless.